What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? So some of you guys were asking me on Twitter, would I be reacting to ESPN's ranking of the 76 basketball players of all time? So here we are. So yeah, it's not like their list of the 76 greatest players ever. It's their ranking of the NBA 75th anniversary team. So they didn't pick the 75 players. It's obviously the players that were honored for the 75th anniversary of the NBA. There's one, or like, I was like, 76? Why? But yeah, it's players' accomplishments in the NBL, the ABA, college, or international basketball were not considered during the voting process. The voting pool included 76 players as there was a tie in the NBA's voting for its 75th anniversary team. So that's why there's 76 names here, not 75. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed these list reaction videos, drop a thumbs up. Also drop a thumbs up if you maybe want me to draft my 75th anniversary team. I could hop on with people. We could probably, like, I could hop on with 5 people. We could all draft 15 players or something like that, you know? And see who has the best team or 7 people, and we could do like, I don't know, it'd be like 10 players you get basically on your team. So let me know if that's something you want to see down below. But either way, we can get into this now. There's some players that I'm not, like Bill Sharman. Don't know much about Bill Sharman. He played for the Washington Capitals for 1 year and the Celtics for 10 years in the 50s. Can't say I've seen any Bill Sharman film. He averaged 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Guess I'm cool with him being the last player on this list. Number 75, Damian Lillard. Now, Damian Lillard, okay, yeah, like that's fine because I don't know if Damian Lillard deserve to be on this list. I think like Kyrie may have a better resume for this, so was a little shocked when I saw Dame make it originally. Dave Bing, okay, let's see who's better than him. We got Dave DeBusschere right here, okay, former Knick, you know, Billy Cunningham for the Sixers. AD like that already? AD's like that. It's been in the NBA for about 10 years. Like how they had to say it's the New Orleans Hornets, the Pelicans, okay. All right. I mean, I don't know, like, what you can compare him to Dave Bing, but that could cause some debate. Dolph Shays, 1948 to 1964. Now, we got my boy Carmelo Anthony. He should be higher. I guess Russ has the MVP over him, but, you know, I guess I'm cool with them being back-to-back spots. I'm glad Melo is in front of AD right now. Now, at their peak, AD was a better probably two-way player. But I'm glad Melo's here. Maybe it's because of career so far, and Melo's had more accolades because he's played longer. Next up, we have Dennis Rodman, who I was a little shocked even, like, kind of made the list, you know, because he wasn't known as the best offensive player, like, at all. He was a great defender, great rebounder, and was one of the backbone players for that second three-peat for the Bulls. So he has 3 rings. He's one of the greatest defensive players ever. So I guess, no. I guess I wasn't surprised he was in the top 75. I was just like, oh, Dennis Rodman, yeah. I don't know. He was just at the right place at the right time, but he was still really good in San Antonio. Had some issues there, and good in Detroit, but like he obviously made a name for himself in Chicago from 95 to 98 when they three-peated in 96, 97, and 98. And one of the best defensive players ever. Yeah, I don't mean like he shouldn't have been in the top 75. I was just like, oh, Dennis Rodman, top 75 player of all time. Yeah, okay. Paul Azarin, don't know much about him. Okay. So it's like, does he belong to be in front of Melo? I don't know. But yeah, it's also Rodman in front of Russ. Interesting decision. I'm not saying I agree. I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just saying it's an interesting decision. We got Lenny Wilkins right here. All right. Hal Greer, known from a couple Sporkle quiz guesses. Robert Parrish, who's played so many years in the NBA. 4 with the Warriors, 14 with the Celtics, 2 with the Hornets, and 1 with the Bulls. So that's like, what, 14... Yeah, it's about like almost 20 years. Paul Pierce at 62. Paul Pierce in front of Melo? No, I don't care. It's my Knicks bias in me, but he's got a ring, I guess, but no, I'm always Melo on that. We got Dave Cohen here at 61. All right, Sam Jones at number 60. Nate Archibald, tiny, 59. Elvin Hayes there at 58. Willis Reed at 57. I'm going to have a lot more to talk about, I guess, the players that I've seen, at least some guys in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s. We'll see how they rank the top 10. That's going to be very interesting because it's basically them ranking the top 50 players of all time, like when we get to that. Earl Monroe, because like a couple of these guys could have been snubs, but once you get into at least the top 30, those are like their 30 best players of all time. Earl Monroe there at 55. Pete Maravich at 54. Pistol Pete, okay. Clyde Drexler at 53. Seems low, but okay. The Iceman at 52. Reggie Miller at 51. All right. James Harden at 50. Yeah. Yeah, Nate Thurman there at 49. Wes Unseld at 48. Now, I don't think Wes Unseld is overrated. He won MVP in his rookie season, but he kind of like, I feel like, did he peak in his rookie season? Now, he might have been like Dennis Rodman, one of the best defenders of his generation. I don't know if all defensive teams were a thing then, probably not. But like in his rookie year, this was the one he won MVP in. He averaged 14 points, 18 rebounds. I mean, like, yeah, he was never a great scorer. He was like, I guess, a Dennis Rodman type. So if we have Dennis Rodman here, I guess we have Wes Unseld. And I'm assume that they don't have, like, they didn't have defensive. Yeah, like, he's one of the best, I guess, defensive players. Top 20 defender every year, basically, or most of his careers, because they don't have all defensive teams. Huh. Okay. He finished MVP in his rookie season. Like, was NBA, I don't know. Like, are those MVP numbers? Like, if we look in the 1969 season. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit off track. Oh, I guess, okay, so this is for the NBA. Can I look at, like, player stats? So, league leaders, I would like to see points per game. It's okay. I think I have to do this. But, yeah, Wes Unseld won MVP. Like, who led the NBA in points? Elvin Hayes did. Like, you're telling me those numbers ain't better than 28 and 17? Now, I don't know what standings were. I don't know what defense was being played. But just looking at this, I know Unseld had, like, 18 whatever rebounds. But Wilt had 20 and 20. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Can you look at the MVP voting for this? I'm so fixated on this, but I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. Wes Unseld seems kind of high to me. Ray Allen at 47? I guess I'm underrating Ray Allen. Like, I guess because he's one of the greatest shooters of all time. That's why he's in front of, like, Melo and Harden. But, all right, Jerry Lucas there at 46. Bob McAdoo at 45. Bill Walton at 44. Love me some Bill Walton. Love me some Jason Kidd even more. One of my favorite players growing up with the I guess it was the Dallas Mavericks in 96 to 2001. He played for the Phoenix. Oh, no, that's the Nets. Okay. He played with the Suns 96 to 01. I was like, what? Yeah, because I remember him as a Net and a Mav. It's the numbers to the left. And he was on my Knicks at the end of his career, which was cool because he helped the Knicks go to the playoffs. And pass first point guards, can rebound. I loved it. I'm glad he's 43. Payton at 42. Okay, one of the greatest defensive guards of all time. Walt Frazier, one of the best passing guards of his generation. And you got Patrick Ewing at 40. That seems kind of low for Patrick Ewing. I feel like he should be higher. Maybe I'm Knicks biased. Kevin McHale at 39. All right. Rick Barry at 38. Steve Nash, my favorite player of all time, there at 37. Dominique Wilkins at 36. Bob Pettit at 35. I mean, like, he did average crazy numbers, but Patrick Ewing, I don't know. Bob Cousy, because he was one of the best passers ever, or at least of his generation. Kawhi at 33. Now, Kawhi definitely doesn't have, like, the total numbers because, like, he's been hurt throughout some of his seasons, specifically that 1 year with the Spurs, and then this year with the Clippers. This year is the one I'm thinking of. And, like, he didn't come along to to being a 20-point-per-game scorer till his 5th season, which is fine. It's just, like, I guess, like, one of the greatest defensive perimeter players ever has 2 finals MVPs. Okay, 33. It's just, like, kind of crazy to see. Is he going to finish as the top 20 player ever if he can get one more ring? Possibly. Scottie Pippen there at 32. Very underrated player of his era. Obviously, like, who knows what he would be without Jordan? Would he be, like, was he overshadowed by Jordan? Would he still have the same success? Would Jordan still have the same success? We don't know. AI at 31. Okay. Dwayne Wade at 30. Wow. All right. Chris Paul at 29. Chris Paul in front of Dwayne Wade. All right. I mean, Dwayne Wade towards the end of his career, like, his knees were so sharp, but he does have 3 NBA championships over Chris Paul. And, like, if you look at kind of his peak era, I guess it was from 2005 to roughly, I guess 2014. I mean, 2014, no, that's definitely not his peak. I don't know what I'm doing here. It's probably 2005 to, would this be considered a peak year? No, he got hurt. So, yeah, this is his peak where he averaged about 26. I don't know. Just like if we're going to have Kawhi up there for his rings, but I guess we have him up there for his defense. So, all right. Chris Paul, 29. George Mikan at 28. We got IT there, the original IT at 27. That seems all right. I don't know if that's too low or too high. John Havlicek there at 26. David Robinson at 25. I'm surprised, like, Ewing's not closer to Robinson. There's John Stockton at 24. Karl Malone at 23. Okay. All right, Charles Barkley at 22. I'm just trying to figure out KG in front of those guys. I don't know. And KG, like, he's my era, man. He is. So, like, Elgin Baylor at 20, Jerry West at 19. Giannis already at 18? I mean, he's got the accolades, but he's 27. He might be the GOAT at this. No, he probably needs to go like 6-0 in the finals to be in that conversation, or 5-0 at least. But damn, Giannis at 18. That is crazy. Dirk at 17. All right. I feel like Dirk should be closer to 10, but I guess we got Steph in there now, and I'm fine with Steph being at 16. Moses Malone in front of Dirk. I don't know. I mean, I never watched Moses Malone play. I watched Dirk play, so I might be biased, but I don't know. I would put Dirk in front of him, but I'll admit I'm biased. Julius Erving, 14, cool with that. Hakeem at 13, fine with that. KD at 12. Is KD going to be a top 7 player ever? We'll see. Shaq at 11, that seems kind of low. That does seem low. Kobe at 10. I love Kobe. Like, grew up watching him, but I think that's a very fair placement for him. He's around like 8 to 12. I think 12's too low. Honestly, 8 to 10 is, I think, a sweet spot. The Big O at 9. Okay. Tim Duncan at 8. See, like, that's what, like, no disrespect to Kobe, but it was always like, because like Duncan wasn't as flashy, so people like Kobe more. But if you kind of look at numbers and stuff and accolades, like Duncan is probably the greater player, but I would maybe have Kobe at 9. But the Big O was like the original Mr. Triple Double. Okay, no, I think I'm fine with this. Just Shaq at 11 also seems weird. It does. Larry Bird at 7. Bill Russell at 6. So in this top 5, we have Magic, Kareem, LeBron, Jordan. Who am I forgetting? Am I forgetting Frank Neal? No. Am I forgetting David Lee? No. Am I forgetting Dikembe Mutombo? No, wait. Who am I actually? I don't know who I'm forgetting. Is it a Laker? LeBron, Jordan, Magic, Kareem. Who's the 5th guy? Like, I should know this. Is that a big? I feel like it's a big. I don't know, though. We're about to find out. Wilt. Duh. Wilt at 5. All right. Magic at 4. Kareem at 3. LeBron at 2. And they got Jordan at 1. Look at that. So, let me know what you guys think down below. There's some questionable ones. Yeah, but it's tough. I haven't really made, like, a top, like, all-time list. I haven't, because I never really got to watch some of these guys play, so it's really hard because I'm kind of box scoring some of these, or just kind of looking at their basketball reference, which is fine, and I think that's a way you can make a ranking, but I just never, I got the aura of when Kobe won a big game, or when KG won a big game, or AI, when he was, maybe like LeBron in Cleveland, right, the original stint, and I know now with KD and Curry and those guys, but I never watched Charles Barkley play. I never watched David Robinson really play, or John Stockton, so it's kind of hard to make a list off those guys you never watched play, because you never really got to feel their impact. You never, like, woke up the next day like, holy crap, you never drafted these guys in 2K and be like, I need this guy on my team. Even for the newer generation, you never, like, tweeted about these guys. You never, like, saw, like, how crazy they could blow up the world, because it wasn't around back then. We're in different times, so it's tough to make all-time lists anyway, and it's hard to compare different eras. I think you can make era lists, and I think that's fine. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Drop a like if you did enjoy the video. Let me know if you want to see maybe a draft I can maybe do with the top 75 players, or 76. So let me know down below. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.